What's up, guys? Jedi Warrior back again with another LEGO Star Wars review. This is the 20th anniversary Anakin's podracer. Oh, LEGO Star Wars, as most of mine have been. And I didn't buy this for the figures, although it does have one that I really liked and wanted. I bought this because I wanted a podracer since I started buying LEGO Star Wars. So we'll start back at the cockpit after I fix what just broke. Get on there. There it went. What the heck? Okay. At the cockpit area, you have your spot to stick Anakin in there. I find it funny that he's a short figure with the child-sized legs that don't bend, and they give you 2 rows of studs to put him on. He has a control panel as well as 2 control sticks. Well, I don't even know if they're control sticks. They're like steering rods or something, or steering things. I don't even know what to call those. It's a weird control setup. Let's just go with that. He also has a short windscreen there. Right in front of that, they use almost what looks like a car hood with a sticker on it to represent the front of it. You have the winglets on the sides that can raise and lower. The engines are made mostly of Technic, or at least the frame is, or the center is. Yeah, there we go. And I didn't realize just how big those engines were. In the front, you have there's 3 on each engine. They open up. They're the air intakes. You can open them all the way or close them all the way. I usually leave them closed. There's a sticker on each of those. In between the engines, you have little lightning pieces that are going between them. That's actually what holds them together, I believe, in universe. What keeps them from flying apart. You have little flaps that open on the outer side and bottom of the engines, which I think are braking flaps. Either that or they were just trying to hide the Technic as much as they could. You also have lines that run from the top centers of the engine all the way back to under each side of the cockpit, which are in universe the only thing that's connecting this pod racer to its 2 engines. But what I found most impressive about this entire thing was its stand. When you're building this, you're thinking, no way this is going to hold this up. It's a single foot of Technic that comes down from the whole frame that's holding the pod onto the engines. And this comes down right between the engines. It angles back a little bit, but still. But there is just enough weight out on the front of those engines that it holds this pod racer up. This whole pod racer is standing on a single foot of Technic that's like maybe 5 holes long and 3 wide. I think it could have been a little wider because I tend to knock it over sideways, but still, I was impressed. And I might end up making it a little wider. I just haven't yet. But that's it for the pod racer. Now for the figures. You get
+1.
Oh my word.
502-901.
See if I can hang up on them this time.
+1 message. Slide remind Louisville. +1 502-901.
There.
Louisville. KY button.
But for the figures, you get young Anakin in his flight uniform. He has the goggles on his helmet that flip up. Sorry about the phone, guys. And I am not a fan of young Anakin, but I do like this figure. He has the midget-sized legs, and he comes with a wrench. Now, the figure I did want out of this set was Padme. I did not have a Padme yet. She has the mid-sized legs, which are just slightly taller than the child size, but they can move, which I like. I like her hairpiece. It's like a top knot that hangs down into several braids that hang down her back. It's an interesting hairpiece. I think it's new for 2019. And she comes with a long blaster, or a standard blaster. I thought she'd come with a pistol, but she doesn't. But the other figure you get is the 20th anniversary pilot Luke Skywalker, which is supposed to be an exact replica of the 1999 pilot Luke Skywalker from the original X-Wing, which is not exactly because they don't make that old gray anymore. But other than that, he looks okay. He has a 20th anniversary of Lego Star Wars 1999 to 2019 stamp on his back. And it's surprising to me that I didn't realize that even back then they were using that style of pilot helmet. That's an old piece. Very old. Shoot. He comes with a stand that has the same stamp written on it, but it's larger. And that stand is actually a printed piece, which is something I did not know. But that's about it for this review. Peace out.